Okay, let's just jump right into this explainer. Listen, if you're still managing your money by sitting down at the kitchen table with a giant, crinkled stack of receipts, maybe firing up an old spreadsheet and doing calculator math, it is absolutely time for an upgrade. Managing your finances shouldn't feel like a part-time job, right? Today, there is a digital tool for literally everything. Tracking daily spending, setting long-term goals, paying off debt, you can do the whole shebang right from your smartphone. But the problem is, with so many options out there, just trying to choose one can be incredibly overwhelming. So we're going to ditch the old ways today and figure out exactly which budgeting app fits you. So rather than just reading off a list of software and leaving you to fend for yourself, we're going to act as your personal financial matchmaker. We're going to figure out exactly which app fits your unique financial behavior. Because honestly, an app that works perfectly for a meticulous spreadsheet lover might be a total nightmare for someone who just wants to glance at their phone and know if they can afford an iced coffee. The whole focus of our explainer today is nailing down exactly what your budgeting personality is. But before we get to the matchmaking, let's quickly establish our baseline criteria. For any tool to even make our list today, it has to hit these must-haves. First up, it has to be incredibly easy to use, because if it's too complicated, you simply won't use it. It also needs bank sync to pull in your transactions automatically, smart spending categories, goal tracking to keep you motivated, and alerts for when you're pushing your limits. Oh, and finally, it needs to be free or super affordable. An app shouldn't cost you more money than it saves you.
All right. Our first personality type, the hands-off approach. This is best for beginners seeking maximum automation.
So if you're a beginner, or you just fall into that set-it-and-forget-it crowd who wants the app to do the heavy lifting, Mint is your 100% free go-to. It's the most popular free option out there, and for very good reason. It connects directly to your bank accounts, your credit cards, and your loans, and it automatically tracks every single transaction. It categorizes your spending, helps you create limits, and actually sends you a ping when you're getting dangerously close to overspending. It even throws in bill payment reminders and credit score monitoring. It is comprehensive, totally automatic, and requires zero manual entry.
Now, what if you love that automation, but you kind of want to see the bigger picture? Well, Personal Capital is going to be your perfect match. This is for the hands-off budgeter who also wants to track their entire net worth, investments, and retirement accounts right alongside their monthly budget. It gives you a complete financial picture all in one place. And the best part? The budgeting features and cash flow analysis are totally free, making it an incredible tool to track your daily budget and watch your investments grow at the exact same time.
Moving on to our next group, the zero-based budgeters. This is for those of you who want to control every single penny. This is a massive shift from the hands-off crowd we just talked about. These are the serious micromanagers who want absolute, total control over their finances using zero-based budgeting. It's an intensive but super rewarding method where absolutely no dollar is left unaccounted for. Basically, you take your income, subtract all your planned expenses, savings, and debt payoffs, and that final number equals exactly zero. Essentially, every single dollar is assigned a specific job before the month even begins.
And when it comes to this method, YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget, is widely considered the most powerful tool out there. It is built entirely around that zero-based budgeting system. It gives you real-time updates, excellent educational resources, and incredible goal tracking. Now, full disclosure, YNAB is not free. It costs about $14.99 a month or $99 a year. But listen, for people who are serious about taking complete control over every dollar, the results really do speak for themselves.
Actually, get this. Here is a completely fascinating data point. $600. That is the average amount YNAB users report saving in just their first 2 months of using the app. Think about that for a second. That massive average savings easily justifies the monthly price tag. It essentially pays for itself many times over. Plus, they offer a 34-day free trial so you can test drive that zero-based method before committing your hard-earned money.
But what if you want zero-based budgeting for free and you actually want to avoid automatic syncing? Some folks find that automatic apps let them get a little too lazy. Typing things in by hand actually forces you to acknowledge every single purchase you make, making you hyper-aware of your spending habits. It's just a completely different psychological approach to managing your money. For that approach, every dollar is your match. Created by personal finance expert Dave Ramsey, this app offers a really clean, simple, and completely free manual entry approach for true zero-based budgeting fans. Your income minus your expenses equals zero. And because the free version makes you manually enter your transactions, you are absolutely forced to be mindful. If you want a simple, free, zero-based app without linking your bank accounts, this hits the nail on the head.
All right, next up, overspenders and envelope lovers. This is all about establishing strict boundaries.
This category is for chronic overspenders, or just fans of traditional, old-school boundaries. If you constantly find yourself standing in the aisle of a store asking, how much can I actually spend right now without ruining my ability to pay rent, Pocket Guard is your app. It was literally built for people who tend to overspend. It automatically calculates your safe, available spending money only after accounting for all your bills, fixed expenses, and savings goals. It's a brilliant, straightforward approach that tells you exactly when you need to put the item down and just walk away.
Or, hey, maybe you love the classic cash envelope system. If so, Good Budget brings that physical method right into the digital age. You know how traditionally you'd put cash in labeled envelopes and just stop spending when the envelope was empty? Well, Good Budget lets you create digital envelopes for each spending category. As soon as a digital envelope is empty, boom, your spending in that category is cut off. It's incredibly effective, has a great free plan, and doesn't even require a bank account connection.
And finally, your 30-day challenge. It is time to commit to an app. Now that we've walked through the different types of tools, it's time to stop exploring and start committing. You might want to grab a quick screenshot of this summary because the source material specifically warns us that downloading 5 different budgeting apps at once is a terrible strategy. It just creates massive confusion, way extra work, and usually leads to you abandoning all of them. You need to pick just one app that actually aligns with your behavior.
It all boils down to this absolute golden rule from our sources. An app is just a tool on your phone. It isn't going to magically fix your finances overnight. The real work is building the physical and mental habit of checking that budget regularly and making intentional, mindful decisions about your money.
So, to actually build that habit, here's your exact playbook for success. First, connect your accounts. Second, review your app every single day. I promise it literally takes like 2 minutes. Third, set strict limits for your problem spending categories. Fourth, turn on those notifications so the app can tap you on the shoulder if you slip up. Fifth, and this is crucial, commit to using your chosen app for at least 30 days before deciding if it works for you. And finally, sit down at the end of the month and review your spending report to actually see your progress.
So keeping your unique personality in mind, which budgeting app fits you? Which tool are you going to commit to for the next 30 days? Pick your match and start the challenge today. Because ultimately, this isn't just about how you track your money. It's about whether your money is controlling you or if you're finally ready to take control of it.